Hello and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. We're gonna go into our first mission here. We have the Killing Jar. Tech Acquisitor Scaviola wishes to begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons and has asked for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Ecropis. So we need to collect some samples, and the reward here is going to be a Curatio Mechanic, which is something that has a 3-turn cooldown that heals 2 health. An advanced lightweight Mechanic with similar healing effects to the Curio Claw. Curatio Mechanics allow tech priests to focus on targets without wasting cogitator processing power. So it's a heal without using the CP, the Cognition cost. And then we get an Omnisphex, which has a Cognition cost of 1, a cooldown of 2 turns, and target has a 50% chance to miss you with its attacks for 1 round. The Omnisphex carries Raptor class machine spirits capable of reading heat emissions and data signatures and biological waveforms at extreme range. And then we got 91 Blackstone. Difficulty easy, Necron Warrior, Panoptic Scarab. I wonder if there's like oh, okay. This is a mission progress thing. I wonder if there's a thing where I can see what Necrons I have discovered so far. Whatever. This is the other one, Winds of Change. Lector Dogmatis Videx. Lector Dogmatis Videx has requested for deployment of a sensor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Agrolect and cleanse its spiritual corruption. So then we need to deploy this sensor servitor and cleanse the tomb. So get 91 Blackstone here as well. And we get a Curatio Claw, which is a bigger heal, but it costs Cognition. An essential device for any Enginseer Tech Priest. The Curatio Claws are equipped with biological and synthetic repairing tools that can reverse the effects of enemy fire on any Mechanicus unit in the middle of battle. And then we get the Omnisphex Axe, which is a single target melee attack, triggers an opportunity attack, 2 to 4 damage, and Machine Spirit immobilize the target. Arcs of frightful energy sparks from this multi-purpose tool. Tech priests use the Omnisphex Axis to perform rites and canticles at the same time, crushing the life from the misguided xenobreeds. So 2 to 4 damage is probably same. No, it's less than this. I guess it doesn't cost any Cognition though. Okay. Whatever. I think we want to get the free heal first. So we'll go here to the Killing Jar. Here you choose which tech priests and troops to take on a mission. Use left mouse button to add a unit to the Arvis lighter transport. Use right mouse button to remove a unit from the selection. Okay, so I can have 6 tech priests, I guess. And okay. We have no more canticles available, so it's only the Litany of Life. So we can probably construct more advanced troops with Blackstone later. Let's send them. Tech Acquisitor Scaviola, I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveying alien artifacts and organisms. And so the heretics of Stygius 8 can plunder this world for its secrets. Your assertion equals false. If objection concerns offense, go to different mission. And leave you free, do as you will. A dereliction of logic, Scaviola. Macarians 16:4. Watch your brother, for his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance. Silva Tenebris evaluation commences. Wonders, opportunities, secrets. Rare chance for discovery / intelligence on Xenos. Must not fail to exploit. The logic of your enthusiasm eludes me, Tech Acquisitor. My emotional cores return only peril to our mission personnel and the threat of the awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role equals gather intelligence, seek truth, return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval, gather knowledge for the good of all. And how are you to go about that, Scaviola? Scavola. And these freaking names. Field operations in person equals suboptimal. Sending tech priests instead equals optimal. First objective, gather field specimens for study. Location, Tomb of Acropis. Commence immediately. Okay, let's go. Kefra. Given the reports from the Tomb of Acropis, there should be plenty of samples in there for you to collect, Magos. Of course, but first you have to kill them. My talents equals dissection after the fact. I leave the location, identification, execution to your tech priests, Magos. I trust this will be worth the efforts. Scavola. These are no mere labor servitors we're risking in these tombs. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Agreed, Mag. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well. Opportunities to study the effect of Necron technology on human flesh. Okay, dude. So we have a decent amount of exploration here to do. Let's go. A single port designated for a Necron can affect creature extrudes from the device. Okay, so we get healed for 2 health. And that's another one. Let's see what this one does. Okay, so that's Blackstone. We should probably have picked that one instead. I think we're going around here. I want to hit all these tiles if possible. Our presence have been detected. The Necrons are waking in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. Tomb possesses... okay. The chamber ahead has suffered damage from shifting the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs are scurrying about industriously as they repair the damage. We can either collect them, attempt to collect several of the scarabs. It is in how they act as a group that is the greatest insights will be found. We can ignore it because it's not... it deviates from our mission. Or a couple of scarabs. Let's take a bunch of them. Scarabs not individual constructs, but resource of the tomb itself. Whole tomb is form of Necron construct. Commence formulation. Wondrous kaleidoscope of hypothesis. We got some blackstone. With some difficulty, the cohort herd a dozen or so scarabs into a specimen vault and crammed them inside, sealing the vessel. More scarabs swarm out from a previously unseen aperture, revealing they must have a system of passageways through the tomb so they can be sent where needed. Tomb awake level. Self-preservation versus curiosity conflict unresolved. The series of knowing what purpose chamber serves. The chamber ahead is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. The air is thick and greasy, and arcs of static electricity leap from the cohort's extremities as they approach. This chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it is the only way forward. I mean, probably slow and steady. Okay, well. The cohort succeeds in negotiating the chamber without harm, but doing so takes rather longer than mission parameters allow. Shortly after exiting the chamber, they begin to exhibit severe rashes, shivers, weeping sores, and unnatural expectorations, which hinder their combat effectiveness. Okay. That sucked. So we get extra Necrons in battle now. Necron combat tactics, weaponry capabilities illuminated. Study required. This chamber shows signs of having been the scene of a brutal gunfight. 2 Skitari lie dead with marks from Gauss blasts all over the walls. Examine the chamber for data on the combat that took place. Expropriate. Salvage what gear you can find from the dead. After all, it's a waste to leave it behind. Elogize. Say a prayer for the fallen Skitari. The cult Mechanicus exhorts its soldiers to memorialize their losses. Oh, we're gonna take stuff from them. Okay, we got a little bit more awakening. We're gonna go here, actually. Acquire at all costs. One of the Necron warp forms remain after the rest of the fallen construct teleported away. It fades in and out of reality as if it's about to disappear. Take targeted sensor readings of the Necron as it phases out. The Necron may not be deactivated. Ensure it's destroyed. I think we're extracting this. Shame. Was anticipating commencement of dismantling, dissection, experimental dismemberment of captive Xeno construct. Necrons possess failsafe internal teleporters. Activate upon destruction. Indeed. Tech Acquisitor. I believe we could have concluded that without such risk to my tech priests. We got some stuff. Let's go here. Oh, they reanimate one turn faster. Okay. We have really increased the awakening of this tomb. Okay. What's that? I think we spawn these immediately. Don't see any point in waiting, really. Let's delay turn. Let's reveal statistics on these. They have 7 health. Okay. That's a little bit annoying that you have to do that. I think we go here, yeah? Let's go here. Let's reveal stats for that guy. Okay, so 8 health. We shoot from here. Do you mean out of range? Okay. It's kind of shitty damage, dude. Wait, I'm confused now. Really confused. Okay, whatever, dude. Okay, let's delay. We need to scan this. Machine spirit charged. Okay, let's move over with the servitors. They're basically free anyway. They only cost... they didn't cost any Blackstone, I think. Okay. And you can move here as well. That guy is probably dead. So this is charged and should kill this guy. You've killed a Necron unit with a critical hit. When you critically kill a Necron, they're unable to activate their reanimation protocol and are instantly teleported from battle. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's go. Now I forgot to check that thing again. Okay, we have scarabs coming out here. And we'll hit that guy. That's fine. I think we can shoot that other thing. So the question is here, how much damage do I want to do? Let's go here and see if we can kill these. When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to an enemy, you're unable to use your ranged weapon, as they're too dangerous to use at close range. Yes. We're gonna use this. Okay, so 1 health left. Let's go. Okay, there's another one now. That's rough. Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Okay. We can shoot this. What the hell does that do? So we killed a bit of the Necron Awakening level. I don't know if we can smack those, really. Anything behind here, maybe? Doesn't really look like it. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you'll gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at different rate. This is shown underneath the weapon's icon. When you select a weapon, you'll see the buffs of the machine spirit within the tooltip. Okay, so he's gonna gain armor now. Or something. It should be fine. Yeah, that doesn't have a lot of health left. Okay. We'll move. So that's a single buff to a guy. I wonder for how long. It might be just that turn, really. I delay the turn. Oh, not really. Let's go there. Let's shoot. Let's go back to cover. Do we already know that guy's stats or what? We have a lot of movement here. Okay. Go here maybe. More damage, really. Let's keep going. It seems like this guy still has the buff. So we did take a little bit of damage here. Circumstances evaluation. Confirm disappearing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction discorporation. Interrogative. Where did the remains go? Fascination intensifies. So, thoroughly search the chamber for any components that might have been missed by the teleportation effect. Yeah, or we take picked grabs of the damage from Necron weapons. At least this information be of use. Or abandon. Now let's analyze. Get an arc pistol. Single target ranged attack. Upon hitting targets, turns into a cone area attack. Deals 1 to 2 energy damage to target. And then 1 to chained target. Huh. That's an interesting pistol. The cohort returns from the tomb, frustrated by the lack of physical samples of Necron constructs. However, the data they have gathered on the phasing out of Necron remains is illuminating in itself. Valuable data present. Passed. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusion positive. I cannot say I support your conclusion, Skevola. Beneficial conclusion itemization follows. Necron discorporation witnessed. Enemy construct destroyed more than 0. Or is not 0. I don't know what. Enemy constructs destroyed less than 0. I don't know. Whatever. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necron available for dissection increased. My emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risked for the fulfillment of your desires, tech acquisitor. They're here to be risked for the acquisition of intelligence, learning, sacred knowledge. Your understanding equals approvable. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. So 3 on the awakening meter seems to result in 3%. Hand of the craft. The next physical attack will deal 3+ damage. Okay. If you look at the tech, yeah, okay. Yeah, so this reveals the target statistics, which is really good, actually. And then we didn't really... We didn't really get anything else, honestly. So if we look at this guy, for example... Oh, we have 400. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So each of this thing here... Okay, so we can choose from that. We got the attack protocol servo skull. That seems pretty useful. But we'd have to use at least 134 to get this. I don't know what that T stands for. And then we'd have to do the same here. Three HP to max. 1 meter of movement. The movement is good. Especially if we are thinking that this guy is gonna be mostly melee. I think that's pretty good. So, are these the same? No, not really. 3 health to max, 1 energy armor. 3 HP to max, 3 meter of movement. 2 HP to max, 1 energy armor. 1 energy damage. 1 energy damage? That's tempting. This guy's gonna be ranged anyway, right? I think this buffs this weapon. And if we want to use the Mechanic, we're gonna have to give up the weapon. I don't think we give up the weapon yet, though. %20 crit chance is a lot. Having 1 more meter of movement for a melee character is pretty freaking big, though. It is pretty big. And I mean, it's 3 health. %20 crit chance is a lot. I wonder if we'll get all of them, though. We'll do this. We'll do that. I don't think you give up your ranged weapon as it is right now either. Okay. This doesn't change the movement distance here. So we can go to the works of the enemy. Guitar in the Tomb of Ecropis have encountered a destroyer form of Necron that uses anti-gravitational technology. Tech Acquisitor Scavola has requested a cohort engage the Necron destroyers so this technology can be studied. Blade 1, Warrior, Destroyer. We get a Occultaris. At the start of battle, the unit appears untargetable until he performs an attack. Gains 25% critical chance until the next attack. That's pretty strong, but... question is if you should go, like, deeper into one, or if we should just chill and go here. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to get the Curatio Claw either. Let's get this. And we'll get the Canto the Craft. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I called you here, Lector Dogmatis Videx, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any moral threats on Silva Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There's no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Unnecessary use of cogitator power, waste of resources Videx, insufficient use, go to Augmatic Bay for improvements. The Xeno tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Agrolek. I think it's Agrolek. Most poetic Lector Dogmatis, your thoughts on how to proceed? I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Veneratus Hieraticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Megos. With your assistance, the Omnissiah's work shall be done. The sensor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance, Megos. I am ready to send it on its way. Halt, Subdomina. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It's ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalornians 591. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. If the spiritual integrity of the mission is truly is at stake, Subdomina Kefra, it is worth the risk. And I assure you, it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kefra. If you're ever to be a Dominius, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Megos. This Xeno corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well, his will be done. Okay, so there's a little bit of exploration we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think it matters too much. Which direction we decide to go on. I wanna hit all the tiles if possible. Could this be a form of Xeno map room? Most purgatory. Throne knows what blasphemous notions they had about the stars. This chamber's walls are covered in elaborate star charts, covered in extensive annotations in the Necron language, suggesting they record journeys among the stars. Take pic captures of the star maps, they may prove informative. Destroy them. Our purpose here is to purify the tomb, and the works of the alien should not be suffered to exist. Ignore them. The intellectual pursuit of the Necrons are of no interest to us. We must make haste. I mean, either we destroy them, or we take pictures of them. I don't think ignorance is the right call here. Let's take interest. Pic captures are made of the star maps and uploaded to the cogitators on the Castellus Metallicon for study. Okay, we gained some points. Let's go here. This is non-standard behavior and speaks ill of the menials whose task it was to maintain this machine. Maxims of Amalanth 512. Beware the deviance of thine own tools, for the enemy finds his entrance thereby. Quite unexpectedly, a previous unused Voxcaster unit pops out of the servitor's face panel. In a synthesized voice, it attempts to engage the cohort in philosophical discussion. Perform a diagnostic on the machine to determine the source of this behavior. Continue the conversation with the machine or excise. Let's examine it. We will never know who tampered with this machine. If all is right, he suffered punishment for his heresy long ago. Scanner. Extract one cognition point directly from a target. Okay, their initiative increased. Warning, our presence has been detected. This was the cognition point. I don't know what this is. Okay. That was pain. Magos, shut this down before enemy are attracted to the din. But take care not to damage the machine. The servitor begins emitting a loud blaring noise, perhaps a form of tampering or damage alarm that's been accidentally tripped. The noise is accompanied by flashing lights and random bursts of extremely pungent incense. Let's try and fix it. We get some blackstone. The cohort expects the diagnostic to take some time, but quickly notice a cranial probe improperly jammed into one of the cortical sockets. Once it's removed, the servitor's non-standard behavior ceases and the cohort has a new appreciation for the proper maintenance and function of such machines. We're gonna go here. There are a couple of rooms left to let's see. We got extra Necrons in battle. Menials shall be ritually chastised for the maintenance failure. It is imperative to get the servitor function again, quickly. Neo-Dogmatics 7090. If his will be done, let it be done quickly. The sensor servitor stops moving and starts bleaching pungent smoke. The runes of attention are blinking on its chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. Okay, Tetrier Diagnostics. Perform the entire rite of refurbishment, including the incantation of 7 diagnostics, processions, and addendum fabricatories. Primary maintenance. Perform the most perfunctory rites of repairing. Perform the ritual of replacement on the servitor's key systems. Let's do this one. I want your thoroughness, Megos. Aphorisms 97. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing to completion. Okay, so we got 2 health, but awakening increased. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of a shaft of machinery and pipework and must be extricated. Fashion a system of pulleys and ropes to haul the machine out of the hole. Exhort the servitor to overload its magnetic levitation circuits. Or manual labor. No. Let's use mechanics. To every problem, a solution lies in the application of tech lore. Thus Ferrart Asclepian wrote, and thus we have proven. I shall meditate on this revelation. Got some blackstone. This is the last room, I think. So we got the reanimate 1 turn faster thing again. This is no good, Magos, no good at all. The scene of corruption takes physical form in this murky fog. Can anything be done? Either we pray, we purge, or we power through. I think we purge it. Sayings of Archmagus Cortico, verse 7. Prayer has power, but I cannot deny fire does too. We got some blackstone from that. That's good. Let's go to the last room here. I don't think there's anything else. I don't know if it actually is beneficial to be thorough. But maybe. Kill all enemies. Okay. So there are 2 there. I'm gonna spawn all of them immediately. There's really no reason to not. Let them tank some damage for us anyway. I'm gonna delay turn here. Mostly because I can reveal stats on that guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. You're blocking my way. Let's make this go faster. I really like the movement. It's quite long. Oh, what's that? Is that another panel like this? I think so. Okay, let's keep going with these servitors. That's unfortunate. They kill the one that I buffed. Go here, I think. Oh, okay, there's one there. That's unfortunate. Okay. We're gonna go scan this. I think we got Blackstone from this, yeah. So ideally, I really want to scan that as well. It has energy shield. Not that bad. Let's see if we can kill that. That's great. Keep going. I don't know if we can use both of these here. Smack that guy. 5 damage, not bad, man. Two damage. What a disappointment. Good. Move you around. Make sure that guy dies. was not clever. Okay. I think we're gonna rush up here. I don't care about this thing at all, honestly. I think we can just use this to move up here. Get the Blackstone. We smack this. Perfect. We can actually shoot this guy as well from here. Which is insane. Okay. So new round. We're gonna kill you. Anything else? Really, I don't know what that is. It looks like one of those where we get CP. Don't have any more of that, so we'll just move here. It's okay. Do that and shoot. We can smack it with one. It's pretty useful to just be able to click that. Oh, damage absorbed. Okay. That's unfortunate. And you obviously do a 4 damage crit, clearly. Clearly. Okay. That's not good. I don't know if we can kill this immediately. Okay. I think, yeah. Not bad. Mission complete. The sensor servitor reaches a location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred exudations to every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance. I wonder what this incense actually does. The sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb. Lector Dogmatis. Its sacred incense now permeates all the areas of the structure. A positive outcome, Megas. It is right and proper that you see, as I do, the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with hatred and disdain as they deserve, Megos. As we explore the world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gethsmore. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos, the strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. I don't know about that, man. So if this is 3, this should be 6. If this is just added on top. Yes, it is. Just added on top. And then we get Cant of the Craft. This count is good. Now we do have the Omnissiah Axe, which does slightly less damage. But I think this attack costs Cognition. Command Fire is probably pretty good as well. And then I think we get this, yeah. So we have one more thing to do here. So what do we want to get? Could get the double ranged weapon. You can even unplug this, I think. Can get a scanner. And all of these will just go here. They're pretty useful. Oh. The Curatio Mechanic goes there. That's just one of those weird arms. Okay. So we'll have double ranged attack. We can do probably around 6 or 7 damage per turn with energy weapons on this guy, which is pretty strong, I feel like. Okay, yeah, so whenever you have unlocked the whole distance, you just get the set. Okay. And the machine spirit attacks deal 2 damage. It's really strong as well. So the question is I'm not sure. I do like this reinforcement though. I think we'll get this. We could get this as well to be more offensive. So again, this costs Cognition. They will always have the serval skull. I wonder if it will always do 1 damage there, or not. Okay, good. We take a look in the tech tree here. We're starting to get a couple of things. I wonder if these are just straight upgrades or how that works. Sicarian Rust Stalker, level 1. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it's a servitor replacement, kind of. Spotlight. Becomes the priority target of enemies in range and gain 1 physical armor and 1 energy armor for 1 round. That's not bad. It's really good for our tank guy if he becomes that tanky. Arcanthrite, warrior, and flayed one. Cognition gauge max size increased by 1 is really good as well. I really like that. I don't want the ship upgrades. I want to see what that is. There's a lot of units and stuff to unlock. I can't upgrade these at all. I could upgrade one guy. Could upgrade one more. 30% crit is really strong. I think we do that. So you just replace that hand. Okay. They look really cool. I really like the looks of this game so far. I don't know. Maybe we'll get things that can cost different amounts of slots later. Cool. Anyway, I think this is gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.